Hello. I hope things are looking better. I hope things are looking up for you. I hope the disasters that have happened anywhere in the world, that God is going to bless and take care of it and get us through it, right? So, how was your day? I hope it was wonderful. And hello to you. It may be morning, noon, night, sleepy time, whenever, but how are you doing? Actually, think about it. Don't be like the robot and go, "Oh, I'm okay." You know how people do. You walk by, "How you doing?" "Fine." You may not be fine. That person may not be fine. They just don't get into the conversation with you, especially if they don't know you. And then some people you do know, and you don't say anything about what's going on. That's what I always say. You never know what's going on with a person, and even kids sometimes. You have to dive in and find out, if you're interested, and see will they open up or is something happening. But you don't know what other people are doing. You don't know what they're thinking. Things happen because other people are thinking of different things to do. And what we need to think of also is our future. Try to keep your mind on your future. Try to have a vision, a plan, a strategy always for your future. Yes, the past is back there. Yes, we cannot erase the past, but it can teach us about the future. Our mistakes can teach us which way to go if we pay attention. There's some people, they don't learn from their mistakes, and so they keep making the same mistake because they refuse to pay attention. They don't want to pay attention. They want to keep doing the same old routine, the same thing, and it gets them in more trouble, and it's over. They just can't seem to pull out of it. It's like, I'm just going to keep doing it. I like my way. I like my highway. I don't like your highway. Okay? And then sometimes they get you in trouble. They try to play in your playpen. And you have to be strong and go, "No, you can't play in my playpen. I'm a different person. I got different ideas. I have a different future." We have to be strong for our future. That's how we're going to get out of whatever our future is going to throw at us. You were in the past 1 minute ago. You're in the future. It's coming. You see it? Boom. Past, present, future. You got to fix it. You got to be ready for it. When we're doing anything, it's not just budgeting, it's your life. And if you don't fix the bad things of your past, you can't get where you're going. You'll never get where you're going. And you're always going to sit there, "How do they do that? How they do that? How they get that far? I must not have been paying attention." No, you weren't paying attention. That may have been part of it, but you didn't have a strategy for your future about how things are going to be. Like if you're in debt, how many months do you think in your mind, not everybody else's mind, it would take you to get out of debt? Do you sit down with a piece of paper and make a plan for when I'm going to pay this and when I'm going to pay that, so you can kind of see, when am I going to get out of this? Okay? Is it going to be in the year 2026? Will it be later on in 2029? When are you going to you think you can get out of it? You may get out of it sooner, but at least you see a plan. And sometimes that plan spurs you on because you go, "I don't want to wait till 2029 to get out of this. Okay, that's too long. I could be doing other things." You need to make a plan. You need to have a plan for the week. Each day I tell you to make a goal. One goal can be simple. It can be about your money. It can be whatever. Your money should be checked on daily in your accounts or in your binders. Make sure everything is okay. Then that's daily. And then you need to check everything else. And when is this bill going to be paid off? Look at each bill. What can you do with each bill? Can I put an extra $20 on it a month? Can I put an extra 100 on it a month? Okay, which ones are we going to pay off first? Which one may be getting on your nerves? I go by, it gets on my nerves point. Okay, when they're either over interest is bugging me because you pay it and it won't go down, or the company refuses to bend. They do. You call them, no, no, nope, nope, and you hear all this stuff, and I don't want to hear nothing. Okay, so I proceed to go after that bill if they cause trouble, and then I proceed to get rid of them. And that's the way it goes. And then others may follow, other plans. Dave Ramsey, Shaka Boo Boo, whatever. Okay. If the shoe fits, you wear it. If it doesn't fit, take it off and go get another pair. Like I said, Dave Ramsey, I'm fine on some parts, but some parts, even when I got into Dave Ramsey, I already had. Okay, so it was like, I already got a house. I already got retirement. That's not the problem. It's just debt. Okay, it's my credit cards and the car. It was just on and on and on. So, but some parts worked, and he's good for beginning people. It's good to cash stuff, period. Okay, he didn't invent cash stuffing, but everybody pulled it toward him. But cash stuffing was hundreds of years ago. They've been doing it. And it's good to cash stuff when you're first starting out, because if you don't know where your money is or you don't see it, and sometimes that feeling of the money, it works. And some people, they can do digital, okay, because they can swipe the card and not touch it anymore. And others, they do a combination. I went from cash to combination to digital. And I use the prop money to feel what's going on, because I look in there at my binders and I go, oh, there's not enough money in there. Even before I can even look in the bank. I don't need to look in the bank. Look right there. There's not enough in there, because I've moved things around and did what I was supposed to do. And sometimes we don't. We get into it. The more expenses, people do that. And you're not a failure if that happens. You just start all over again. You got to start your strategy over again. But you need today, if you have not done it, sit down, or some other time this week during your sit down thing, meditation, money mindful meditation, and sit down and go, when exactly am I going to pay this off? To me, when do I think I can do this? Is there extra money coming in? Is there going to be a bonus? Is the income tax, do I want to put it all on there? Do I need to put it in savings or retirement? We have to always think money in your mind, okay? Not your heart. It's in your mind. If you think heart, it's emotional, and you're going to spend the money. You got to have your mind thinking about it, not your heart. Your heart's going to feel sorry for you, sorry for every dog and cat running around out there, sorry for anything, sorry every time you have a heartbreak or your painful thing going on, or you just feel sad and you're going to spend it. You need your mind, not your heart. Think about your future. Okay, today we're working in the medical binder. Okay, and we're going to work on that, because it may go down one day, but we'll see. I have lymphedema. Lymphedema is fluid, and it's not, I want to say it's kind of in between, just underneath my skin, and it, it'll build up if I don't move around enough. Or I found out moving around gets rid of it. I go for massages with my lymphedema therapist. And if I don't and it's not about drinking water or something. It just happens, so I had to keep my heart rate going so they can get the fluid out and all this stuff. But, I think I've had it since I was a child and didn't understand really what was going on. They still don't understand what's going on. It's part of your lymphatic system, and it broke down when they did breast cancer surgery. A lot of breast cancer or cancer patients run into it and they swell. Sometimes they have it in their arms, their hands, upper arm, legs. Mine is in my legs. Other people have it in different ways. Uh, so it's not major type thing, but I just don't want the swelling because it's hard with clothes. You get up, oh, leg swell, can't wear that, can't wear that. But God gave it to me for a reason, right? And I tell people and explain, and they understand. And sometimes I don't feel like walking, and sometimes I'm hurting. So it depends on what day it is. But I've been pretty good for a while. It's like, oh, I'm not hurting. When you got a lot of water, I'm talking about water where it expands your skin. Your leg may be this big, and then all of a sudden it's this big, and that's what I got. And some people, and it will deform your leg. The water's over here, and it's on your leg, looks lopsided some days till they do the massage thing. And some people don't understand. They think the person is fat. They're not fat. Somebody may be overweight, but they got the water, and that makes it worse. And so, my mother always told me, she said, don't talk about anybody because you don't know what's going on. Okay, you don't know what's happening to them. Never make fun of anybody. Never talk about them because something's going on, and God gave it to them, and we just need to move on with them and try to help them as much as we can, right? So here we go. We're going to start with this. So we're going to start with, let's see, $15. See if I can color this in right here. Kind of. So what have you been doing? It has been, my son's car is in the shop, and then I'm working, then my daughter's working, so there's no transportation. My mom and dad drive, and he tries not to bug them. So he's been taking like Lyft to go, and he called in because Lyft is expensive. They can give all the discounts they want to, and he's gotten to be the money manager, and he's like in his mind, and I'm gonna put 15 in here, and he's like, because I think it was $21 just to go, okay, just to get there. And so when I tell you, some people, they people you don't know or whatever, they don't tell you how special you are, or what your worth is, and it's not sad, they just don't tell you, right? And people don't think about it. You're just working with them and whatever. And so he had explained to them that he could not get to work all the time. He's an assistant manager, and that he would have to take this. He can get to work, but until the car got out the shop, and it's gonna take a while because they have to order the parts, and the parts are not here. And so I put 20 in this one, and so they called a meeting of the head manager, and said somebody is gonna go pick him up and take him home. And they were like, I guess. And he wasn't invited to the meeting. She did it after he had left, and said, because, and he's the best manager I've ever had. And he felt so good when he heard about what she had said. Like I said, some people, they don't tell you how special you are, and so you don't know. But just that little thing right there, see, 25, just that little buzz, and somebody could be thinking the same thing about you, they just don't say anything. And if you're in a position, even to your spouse or your kids, you know, one kid they don't say anything, or your spouse or something, just how special you are. You know, you can go on a date and you can do all the things you want to, but sometimes just that talking and saying that the person is special, you know, great. You know, I feel good when people, even on here, go, CashBearMama, you're just great, you know. And that's not for you to, you don't have to. If you don't want to, I'm just telling you. But they, you know, when somebody appreciates you, so make sure that it may be a loved one, it could be anybody. You know, somebody you do work with, and they are great. They're great workers. We need to speak up. You know, this is the time we need to speak up and start telling people, you know, you are wonderful at what you do. And maybe they are wonderful. Maybe your shop or your place, or it won't run well without them. Maybe your friend. Maybe you got a girlfriend, you know, that's been your girlfriend or boyfriend. You know, came through school together, and you know, just to tell them, you know, you're just a great person. You know, I tell my kids that. I pop it out every once in a while, and you see the smiles, and I don't tell them both at once. It's different times, but you see the smile and the oh thank you type thing. So we need to step our game up, folks, right? And start telling people things. We don't know how long we're going to be on this earth, or that person could be on this earth. And just so that you don't have that regret if you're gone, or if they're gone, and then you say, there were so many things I wanted to say. There were so many things I wanted to ask. And a lot of people go through that. You know, I wish I had said something. I wish I could have told that person how special they were to me. Because people don't know until you tell them. You didn't come out and say anything, did you? Of course not. You just kind of went on your merry way like, oh, they know. They don't know. Or they may know, but, you know, you didn't exactly come straight out and say anything. And we do that. Okay, prescriptions, we're going to put 20 here. Come on. It's like, no. We're going to color in a pill bottle. Kind of. Okay. It's a little messed up. I tried. Okay. So, let's see how much we put in all together. And we will add this up, I guess. Da-da-da. Okay, so we got 15. Then we have 10. We have 15 again. 20. 10. 25. 20. 20. 15. 20. 20. 20. And that's it. So that'll be $200 we put in there. Yay! Alrighty. So you are going to have what? That wonderful day. And sit there and smile at yourself. and say, hi, I'm wonderful, okay? And this one goes back here. Put all the money. I like this little, I meant to message her to see if she can make me some envelopes. First, I gotta find her name. These are neat. Anyway, take care. Enjoy yourself. Think about your future. Think about everybody else in your life and what you should be doing for them or could do for them. Not even have to get a gift. It's just what you're saying, right? So take care. Enjoy yourself. And what is it called? Enjoy with the E. The day you will not see this day again. You better make the most of it. Okay? Don't sacrifice anything. Don't procrastinate. Do something. Do something with your life because you are special. God made you. He only made the best. And we are it. Okay? Take care. You're it too. Bye-bye.